grabbed him by the arm and said, what are those guys doing? We're supposed to be helping these people. And Jimmy turned to me and he looked at my hands on his arm. I sort of took them off and he said, Earhart, you better keep your mouth shut until you know what's going on around here.
I can see that. Like, I can see Steve save up money because it's cheaper.
I mean, right now we've got neighbors and the border, because Perry would like to stay, so we don't sell it to stay. But we've got neighbors and the border that can help watch the place when we're gone. Plus a better support systems that run around the road. We don't have to worry about everything.
That's true, because relying on my family to take care of the farm is like... They would have to... I think...
Spread down like busy peas in the house. I'm like,
well, it's not just that. Like, he can barely walk. Come on, that's not fair to say. He can barely walk. He's on dialysis. Like, they have to give him shots every day.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, it's not.
If you put it, I guess they wouldn't put him down. But
when you put a cat down, usually it's like that bad, or like even not as bad. A lot of people would put their cat down. When your vet bills are over $100 a week, usually people will put the cat down.
Your dad said it was $175
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember the number because I figured Junior would eventually need that.
I don't know the exact number. I knew when they said it was too much for me to afford. I don't know. $100 a week sounds expensive now, I guess. Back then, probably $175 sounded expensive. Mm-hmm. Especially because I was getting by on $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, I agree though that you can't. I don't want to say that we couldn't count on them.
It's just if a horse got sick, they would know. It wouldn't be their fault.
Or if our horse got hurt.
Yeah, or a neighbor decided to
like they would be there like probably once a day, and if a horse got hurt, you don't know until way late, like maybe like 20 hours. But maybe, and this would be like further down, but we could have security cameras to watch them.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It's harder to have care for the horses but there's also there's all the surrounding farms.
Yeah.
Other pastures. So like if you have to go, you can board them up somewhere.
Yeah, that could really come really fast.
I don't know though.
Usually it's $10 a call per day. And most places won't take $10.
That's weird.
Well, because they're going to have it really on the windows.
Yeah.
It's easier to just say no when there's no.
Yeah. So, care for the horses most likely would be better if you can stay, unless the event of foreclosure or selling the farm, and then you'll have to get them out of here. Mm-hmm. Which automatically means that you don't really know what the care will be for the horses after that point.
Yeah, but hopefully we'd be saving money till that point, and we would just go to Tennessee.
Yeah, but we don't know how far away that is. Is that 3 months away? Is it 6 months away? Is it a year away?
Yeah.
But so there's that. Either way, we're kind of going to be roughing it. Either way, we're going to be like limited showers, limited bathroom use, limited ability to cook. You know?
Yeah.
So I think either way we have that going on.
Yeah.
Moving to Tennessee, we have the cost of the move, which is going to be the big one, but the living expense is cheaper.
Good thing.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't it be cheaper?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's just that it's way out there. I mean, like if we want the internet or anything, and I know it's not a necessity, but let's be real, it pretty much is.
It pretty much is. But I mean, I think that if we're staying here and all the animals are staying here,
Yeah.
it goes back to that thing I was saying before, where what we pay to board them and rent is not competitive.
Yeah.
The property value is like, it's too high for us to be able to afford on our own. So you have that sort of dependency going.
Yeah.
With that dependency, you have strings attached. You got to do whatever they want, and you're like under their thumb.
Yeah.
And you kind of have this situation where you don't know how long that's going to continue. It's like, yeah, we can stay here and do all of that until they say no more.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, my mom isn't the kind of person to be willing to just leave stuff ever. Like, she went through bankruptcy once, so she restructured everything, and I mean, she doesn't just like use the place. So I'm not worried about her losing a place. Like, I guess it could happen, but it's so unlikely.
But in the event that she sells it, it's sort of the same scenario of
Yeah,
we
but-
can stay here until they say no more.
But you know how many
And-
rules
and-
she has for selling stuff? Closing on this place will at least take a couple months.
Okay, so you're saying we would have notice.
Yeah.
But in a way, she's already given us notice because she said she would sell it in 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, but so she's not gonna close till at least November. Because they want to be up here so they can spend time with Katie's next kid. Whatever it is.
Yeah. So you're saying realistically, we have until November before
At least.
you would have to rehome and then possibly to move to Tennessee,
Yeah.
inevitably.
I just don't want to jump the gun and be living in like squalor because we made a
Yeah.
decision too fast.
Yeah, but like I said, even if we stay, we're going to be living in squalor. We don't have a
We're
kitchen.
mostly gonna have the back house except
We're not-
for his Airbnb.
Oh yeah, so we would have showers during
Yeah.
the back house.
And plus, Stephanie's cool. If we called her and we're like, Mom, has Airbnb, can I pay you $20 to shower? Who's gonna turn that down?
Yeah, but $20 a shower is a little
Well,
steep.
but-
No, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. Like,
A reasonable person's gonna be like, no, I don't want to pay you to use my shower quickly. Like,
yeah,
Or we can look at trailers that will have a small living quarter in it, which might mean that it has a little bit less room for the horses, but we have a shower. Or maybe during the summer, we can always set out a cowboy shower. Those aren't impossible.
actually, my dad was talking about making one of those out of Tennessee too.
We can suck, but whatever.
Yeah.
The one I use though, they just had set on like plastic pallets that your toes got stuck in.
Yeah.
Not so cool. But I feel it can be made better. Could probably make a classy one with rocks and stuff. Can you wedge these up or something?
But like, it's also like we can stay and kind of ride this roller coaster,
Yeah.
but doesn't it come to a point where like eventually we'll have to leave anyway? You and I can't afford the place. Like,
Right now, but I don't know, life takes all sorts of unexpected things. I don't want her to say, it's a little over now.
it's not that it's hard to afford it. Not, it's impossible for us to afford it
Right now,
for the foreseeable future.
yeah.
Like, are we ever going to be in a spot where we were making what Larry was making to afford
I
this
don't know.
place?
But I mean, if you looked at,
And I'm talking about that's I doubt we would ever reach a combined income of what he
Yeah.
was making per year.
yeah,
Most people never get paid that much money
yeah.
a year.
But honestly, I mean,
Most couples don't make that much money a
there's a
year.
lot of people that you could look at what they were and where they are, and most people would never think it's possible. Like, to be honest, like your mom had an abortion from Black Guy at 60. And, you know,
What?
she's working at a huge, amazing company.
What are you talking about?
You told me that your mom had, or not an abortion, adoption. Had a
Yeah,
kid,
well, there you go. Yeah, she didn't have. She didn't have an abortion.
Just use a slightly different word.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, even my mom, she's not making enough to afford this kind of a place.
Yeah, but because you said that she wasn't like demanding enough.
I said it's because she's getting taken advantage of. She's not. They don't have two working people there.
Yeah.
It's just my mom that does the work.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you're a hard worker and everything, but you have to get your Class A license for us to make this business work.
I know, it's a process.
Where's that shovel at? Oh.
I'm just getting all the stuff and I'll sweep it with a bigger broom.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that.
Like, I would probably buy this place if I could buy it cash, buy it outright. If I had enough money to do that, I'd be totally like down for it.
Yeah.
But-
I might sweep all that out and get it out here.
Okay. But realistically, I don't know how long that would take to even save that amount of money.
Yeah.
And that could take 10 years to save that. You know that?
Yeah.
Like, if we're both driving on a Class A, that could still take us 10 years to save that much. Like, we're not going to be able to live here for 10 years to save that. It's just not feasible.
I'm just gonna sweep in there now.
Honestly, if you own this place outright, I don't see how it could cost that much money. Like,
Yeah, I don't either.
like it doesn't seem like it'd be hard to hold on to if you own it outright.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the utilities are a little high, but if you owned it outright compared to what people pay for, you know, all their debts and Like you said, the utilities in the barn is $700 a month.
I'm not really sure, like, because that's what my mom had said, but then she told me.
Which
I
that's.
think when I looked at the last bill, it was 400, and that's what I'm saying, like 70 for the chickens.
Yeah, I was gonna say 700 is still. That sounds pretty high for what I see here.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how this could reach 700.
But then she told me I
But
was
even
paying
at
like
that-
a quarter of it, and last time I looked, I think it was 45. So maybe I just wasn't reading right, but
Last time you looked at the bill, it was $45 total.
no, yeah. And that was supposed to like quarter really fast.
Why aren't you sharing these costs with me? I feel like I'm in a situation of like.
Well, I can. It's just that you were so busy with like not having money because of school, and I don't
Yeah,
want
but-
to burden you with more stuff.
I have the money. I have plenty of money. I have more money than you.
Alright,
I had more money coming in than you.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in that situation where, you know how your mom was saying, well, there's no contract until money is paid.
Yeah.
I'm in that situation where, like,
All right. Well, I'll get you the bills.
well, why are you not letting me finish the sentences? You're like stressing out about me saying this.
I think you're scolding.
I'm not scolding you. I'm trying to explain to you that me not helping to pay anything here,
Yeah.
it's putting me in a situation of extreme liability.
Okay.
Like, I'm in a situation where your parents can turn their back on me. They could lock the place up. They could take all my stuff. They could say, he did this, this, and that. He never paid us rent. We never
Yeah.
agreed for him to live here. Whatever.
Okay. I'll get you the bill. Is the car unlocked?
Yeah. I mean, you understand that I feel like that, right? Do you kind of see why I feel like that, or do you think it's kind of...
No, I understand. Oh, my rock is gone.
Yeah, I couldn't find the small rock. I was digging for it before, but...
Yeah, that's weird.
I can hold it open. Oh, you need the feed, don't you? There, you hold the door. I'll grab it. I'm grabbing one of them. This isn't feed.
It's Chate.
Oh, okay. Do you think that your mom like wanted to put me in a position of that liability? Like
No.
she is just out of the kindness of her heart not to charge me anything to live here?
Yeah.
But today I made a friend at the school who was a veteran. And so like I thought I was paranoid, right?
That you're what?
I said I thought I was paranoid. You should hear this guy.
Nice.
He starts going on about how the VA doctors and stuff are trying to kill him. And he thinks they're literally trying to kill him. He swears that there's a conspiracy between his employers, the police, and the VA to try to kill him.
Nice.
And I'm like, that is just like...
Yeah.
It was sort of comforting to see him freaking out about something that's not real, because I'm like, okay, maybe that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm just freaking out about something that's not really real. But the guy was cool. He was a medic. He was in for 13 years.
That's cool. You did like what Jess will be doing?
No, what he did was real. I mean, real. Get your hands dirty. You know,
Yeah.
like he was like a field medic, like the kind that
Well,
would.
she said she's supposed to be on like active duty. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly what
active
that means,
duty.
but-
Active duty just means you're not a reserve or National
Oh.
Guard. Is all that means.
Okay.
Active duty means that you get paid at a full pay scale, like you get paid like full time,
Yeah.
and you basically work full time.
Cool.
Whereas like reserves or National Guard is more like part time.
Yeah. Makes more sense.
But no, like if you were to tell me that she was a field medic,
Yeah.
then I'd be worried. But
Yeah.
even in the Navy, like I've never heard of a field medic in the Navy who goes out on patrols and like
Well,
does
I guess
anything.
she said that the Navy contracts to Army, Marines, Air Force, etc. So
Contracts to them.
yeah, or something like that. Like they lend them their hospital staff, whatever. Their 8 people.
Yeah, but that's like extremely rare. Like
Well, my mom was saying, and I know my mom freaks out too much, but my mom was saying the research that she did, and she was talking to the recruiter, and he was like backing up her numbers, which again, I don't know how true it is, but that's what she was saying. She was saying that something like 40% of what the people that what their class that are doing, what Jess is doing, end up being like they work like being contracted or whatever it is, borrowed out to the Marines.
Oh, like doing. Yeah, but I still don't think that she would end up like a field medic for the Marines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Marines would take their own first. Like
Yeah.
generally, like Navy guys, unless they were like a Navy SEAL or some kind of spec ops,
Yeah.
they weren't doing anything dangerous out there.
Yeah.
Not that I saw. But then I did know of like there's a thing called like augment
Mm-hmm.
where they'll take like a Navy guy or whatever
Yeah.
and they'll pair him into like a infantry unit,
Mm-hmm.
and that is dangerous.
Yeah.
But that's also very rare. And you know, I was out there in 2009, and they were stopping doing that around that time. So it was like, I still believe the odds of her ever even seeing combat extremely slim.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd have to be fucking World War III straight up.
Yeah.
And if it was World War III, yeah, it would be dangerous.
Yeah.
But like even if she saw combat, even if it was World War III,
Yeah.
then she still got a chance of surviving
Yeah.
and not being maimed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I deployed with thousands of other guys,
Mm-hmm.
and most of us come back okay,
Yeah.
you know, with maybe a little wear and tear.
Yeah.
Should be all right.
Yeah.
I wish your mom would see that. It's like my parents, like when I was, it's like they don't really look into what you're doing before they make their judgments. Like, I'm a chatty Cathy today.
Okay.
Maybe some of the coffee you gave me. Thank you, by the
We're out
way.
of creamer, so.
Oh, yeah. You want to go into town?
Sure. I actually would really like to get my bag of shavings too.
Okay. You want to see a movie tonight?
That'd be fun.
Is there a reason that the chickens thing is disconnected? Is it like that before?
No, it's not that way so that they don't get 70 degrees of air pumped straight into their roast.
Oh, because the thermos wouldn't.
It's the
yeah.
anti-chicken roasting device.
Makes
Very
sense.
high tech.
I really like the name too. It's a great name. There should be something like that on our Metal Gear Solid games. What? The feed place?
Yeah, I just want to get the shavings.
Federation Co-op?
Yeah,
Bullshit. Let's go in there and break in that shit, dude.
because I like those shavings better. Because that bag is $5 and the bag at my work is $5. Like roughly, they're both $5.75. But frequently on sale for $5. But that easily spreads out into a full stall, like you saw in the big patches was.
Mm-hmm.
If I use one from Tractor Supply, it fills half stall roughly. It's so stupid. Like all
That's
the customers bitch
because it's like not compressed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for a while, they're really shady. For a while,
So
they
sometimes
made
you'll
the bags
pay-
looser, so the bags looked bigger.
Wow.
It just like everyone was.
That reminds me of like Doritos. You know, there was like a whole like thing about those chip companies doing that. There was like a whole like it seemed like somebody like got like there was like some thing where they actually made a law against it or something. I swear. It seemed like
it's probably necessary.
it seemed like I read something about them like they had to make a law saying that they wouldn't like package so much of it empty
Yeah.
or whatever.
I know there's still videos out there where people are showing how like Pringles and stuff, like it'll be the same weight except they'll make the can tighter or things like that, like to alter how it looks.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
So it looks much better when it's not.
You know, along that vein, like I used to go to this tanning salon, and
You used to do all sorts of like.
weird stuff that you wouldn't expect me to do. Yeah,
Every
but I
time
used
I
to,
look at old pictures of you, I'm like, is that a conspiracy? Did he actually die? And this is just like some guy who like took over the place.
it seems like I'm
Not about
I really am totally different from like
Yeah.
who I used to be. But even now, if you tell like friends that I was in the army with that I bleached my hair completely, like, you know, bleached blonde,
Yeah.
they'd never believe it. You know?
Weird.
No, but so anyways, this tanning place, they'd have like a mirror, and you can see yourself in the mirror when you get out.
Yeah.
Well, the mirror has this like curve to it. Not the mirror itself, but
Yeah.
actually just around the mirror. And every time I looked at myself in that mirror, I was like, man, I look really good, you know? But I know that it's the design of the mirror.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about the design of that curves around the mirror
I guess.
that make you, like, look appealing.
Yeah.
I think that stuff's kind of interesting, but I also wonder,
Makes me mad when people do like fun stuff. It's so
it makes me wonder, like, how ethical is this company if they're
Yeah.
willing to go to that length?
Yeah.
You know? And it seems like all companies are like that now. Like, they're all looking for these, like, tricks in
Yeah.
marketing.
Well,
And
like,
weird
the
shit.
company hires on a psychologist for their staff.
Yeah. So, as soon as psychologists get into the marketing department, it doesn't seem ethical. Like, did you know that toothpaste was actually invented by psychologists to see if they could sell a useless product?
Nope.
I find that disturbing, fascinating.
It like confuses me. You can actually see a marked difference before and after you brush your teeth.
Well, here's
Like,
the thing
black
is,
gone.
the thing is that it's mostly the toothbrush.
Yeah.
And even when they were selling toothpaste, it wasn't selling very well until they started using the hydrogen peroxide that makes it feel like it's like a little, like, slight burning or tingling sensation. So, like, toothpaste doesn't even need that sensation.
I just pulled a bunch of horse poop out and I'm pretty sure rats are living in here.
Oh, no.
I'll just tell Perry. Maybe she can throw a board on it.
But yeah, they said like without having that tingling sensation,
Yeah.
even though it has nothing to do with the cleaningness of the, you know, it has nothing to do with the cleaning ability of the toothpaste. It helped the toothpaste sell,
Yeah.
and more importantly, helped people to develop a habit of brushing their teeth,
Yeah.
which is like that's the real key to how the psychologists were able to sell the product.
Yeah.
They made it to where the norm was to do it daily. And that was like the ultimate, that's how they got it to sell. Like, but it's really interesting. But then I'm sure people, I think that now toothpaste really is probably
Yeah.
useful compared to when it was invented. It was a useless product,
Yeah.
but now it's probably like, you know, it actually does a lot of good for you. But still, most people don't know. It only takes toothpaste the size of a pea
Yeah.
to completely brush their teeth. Most people think they gotta, like, you know,
Yeah.
soak the toothbrush in it. Like, your toothpaste has to go all across the top of
Yeah.
the toothbrush. But that's actually not the case. Like, the size of a pea. That's all you need. And if I tell you that now, over your lifetime, you might save like $5. You know?
Yeah. Actually, my toothbrush or my toothpaste is like $7.
Hmm.
And since I brush sometimes after 8 in the morning,
Hmm.
they tell me my breath is bad. And before bed, I go through like 1 tube a month. Oh, actually, I'm really
That
going through every 3
to
weeks.
me, that seems like I don't care what you do as far as that goes because it's not really that much of an expense, but that is like way more than you need to spend on toothpaste. Like I buy toothpaste once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Usually I just find toothpaste that I haven't used and use that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
but
toothpaste
you
never.
You haven't used the stuff that you got at some point.
Right. Well, either that or it was like given to me, like, you know, like they used to give us those like gift stuff while we were in the army. Like people would mail you toothpaste and whatnot. And But like,
That's what I made it, you guys.
yeah, you can mail stuff out there.
Giant scam like that. Some group. Is just
No, you can mail stuff out there. Most care packages you get come from your family.
Yeah.
It's usually not from like nonprofits or whatever. But yeah, I can make like one tube of toothpaste last like probably, I don't know, 4 months at least.
Well, you don't use it as much.
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
Just one.
I brush my teeth almost every morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You sit there and watch me do it before I leave for work or for
Always on
school. Yeah. Come on, you know you see me. Come on. Don't get me like that.
I'll do you whatever I want.
Oh, a little sassy.
I'll just work, but I'm not going to work.
It seems like it should work. I have no idea.
I don't want to just clip it on the plastics. That's too much of a pain.
No, but feed it in through here.
Mm-hmm.
Feed me. And then
Let's do some tweaking. That's a
we'll
great idea.
need a little more slack. Right?
No,
Maybe-
that's just
Well, here
maybe tighter.
my idea is actually we'll put it down through here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the and then lift it up. Okay. It's not any different, is it?
I mean, it's better, but it's still kind of loose.
Maybe if you go like way down.
Except you can't like get it loosened from there.
Yeah, this way it's gonna be a bitch to take it off.
Yeah. I don't know if I can hook it onto that somehow. Just hang it over in this corner.
Why not?
Let's try that.
Probably work.
It's just gonna get the outside of the ball.
Yeah.
Too messy.